Go live.
All right. Got it. Now streaming on custom service. I think we are up on the old YouTube and Facebook and maybe Twitter. I don't know. I think I might have clicked the Twitter button. So, hey, what's up, Wicked Fast fans?
What up?
Let's get this thing going. I gotta find the open and we'll get this thing going, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
See if any people actually join us. We got some nice comments on the last one, so that's cool.
Yep.
Saw Matt, fan number 1, still with us. Appreciate that. I think POB tunes in occasionally.
Yeah, especially when he's at work. That's for sure.
All right, where's my share screen? Share screen. Let's find this open and get going. What do you say? Here we go.
Let's do it.
Now, the Wicked Fast Podcast with Lungboy and Timmy G.
Hey, it's Ryan Blaney.
Hey, this is Kevin Harvick.
Hey, this is Dale Jr.
Hey, this is Jeff Gordon.
Hey, this is Corey Borders. Hey, guys, Chase Elliott.
Hey, this is Alex Bowman.
Hey, this is Joey Logano.
Hey, this is Kyle Busch.
Hey, it's Austin Dillon.
You're listening to the
Wicked Fast Podcast.
Come on, try it a little more New England.
Okay, watch this. Hey, it's Austin Dillon. You're listening to the Wicked Fast Podcast. Wicked Fast.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Hello, this is the Wicked Fast Podcast.
Now, to anyone out there who wants to go fast, anybody.
I want to go fast.
Drivers, start your engines!
Yeah!
Woo! Yeah. All right.
Hey.
What's up? Wicked Fast Podcast, episode 290. If you're keeping track at home, 290.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Bell here.
Timmy G over here. What's up, everyone? How we
You
doing?
over there.
It's crack-a-lackin'.
And good to see you. And of course,
Pleasure.
you can find us. We're streaming this live on the at Wicked Fast Podcast YouTube channel, just at Wicked Fast Podcast, at Wicked Fast Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and on the Twitter machine X. We are at Wicked Fast PDCST. So reach out there and say hi. That'd be great.
Hey, now.
And we're actually caught up, so we only have one race to recap. The big win for Christopher Bell in Phoenix, and then we'll get ready for some. It's Bristol, baby.
Yeah, and on pavement.
Yeah,
Or asphalt or concrete, whichever one it is, having a brain fart on which one they use there. Is that asphalt?
it's
Or is that
concrete there, I
concrete?
believe, right? Bristol. So it'll be fun. Short track racing, a little bit shorter than Phoenix.
Yeah. If it makes Phoenix look like Daytona.
But yeah. Oh, and Carrie and Linda, they already liked our video, so hopefully they're tuning in. Fans
hello
3
to
and
them.
4, what's up?
Some of the nicest people we've ever met.
Yeah, super nice.
Super,
So we
super nice.
we do have some stuff to talk about. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I would say so. What do you want to start with? Do you want to start with Toyota just
Dominating right out
Dominating.
of the trailers.
right out of the, like, literally, what did they do? They led like 298 laps out of the possible 312.
Yeah,
And then, of course, if you were like, well, I wonder who led the other 14. Todd Gilliland. Because of course.
of course.
Yeah, right? Like, duh.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I had him in my. Yeah.
do you even watch racing? Like, of course it was. But yeah, I mean, for Toyota, who has, in plain English, sucked at Phoenix,
Yeah.
this could be like a shift,
Yeah,
because if Toyota is going to perform this well at these type of tracks with this new package that basically every driver the entire time. I mean, did you notice anything with the racing?
well, you know what I'm thinking too. How do you think Kyle Busch feels?
Well, you know what? Let,
Like,
let's
really now you get the
Yeah.
speed in the Toyotas.
let's take a quick pause here of talking about the Toyota. I want to talk about Kyle Busch's teammate. I think we all love him. We've had him on the podcast before. Super nice guy. But at what point does Richard Childress say, all right, kid or grandson, you're out of here? And I mean, every single race this year, sure, it's shit luck, but like every race this year, it's not a good look because Kyle Busch is here, right?
Oh yeah.
And Austin Dillon is not even in the picture. Like when you look at all the Hendrick guys, it's good, 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 pretty good.
Getting back to good.
Getting back to good. You look at all the Joe Gibbs guys, Denny, good. MTJ, good. Christopher Bell, good. Who's the other? Ty Gibbs, definitely better than Austin Dillon.
Yeah.
You know, you can go on and on. Like, I'd take all the RFK guys, the Stuart Haas guys. Sure, we could have a conversation. I mean, Noah Gragson was great. Noah Gragson has been awesome this year.
Yeah.
Like, Tony Stewart took a risk, and I think so far it's paying off for him. And he should be very happy about that, even though it's probably a little tough for him. But, like, I mean, where's Noah Gragson here? I mean, okay, he really hasn't shown for it, but like he's 26th in points, but like who would have thought that? I mean, Joey Logano is 30th in points.
Yeah.
After 4 starts, right?
I know it's so
But,
early
like,
in the season, but it's
But if I told you right now that Kaz Gralla was 9 points behind Austin Dillon in the standings, you would tell me to go F myself.
yeah.
Like you
Kaz-
wouldn't
Kaz
believe
should
it.
be doing
So,
way
like,
better than that.
So yeah, Kaz should be doing better. But like Austin Dillon should not be behind Josh Berry, Justin Haley, Harrison Burton, Daniel Hemrick, Carson Hocevar. Like he shouldn't be behind those people. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. And like you said, you feel bad for Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is probably like, really? Like,
yeah. Yes,
he had to race against Kevin Harvick. So even if Toyota did figure it out, Kevin Harvick in his prime at Phoenix, like, you know, good luck.
Yeah.
But it's got to be frustrating for him.
You would think.
But I mean, Kyle Busch had a strong car at Daytona. So I think he made the right move. I feel like Kyle Busch is probably in a better mind state, but like,
yeah. Sometimes you just need to shake it up, but it's amazing how much he did for Toyota over the years, and now it's.
I mean,
it's no doubt.
You could argue that 2311 wouldn't be a thing if it wasn't for the monumental success that Kyle Busch had, and Toyota was willing to give them another team.
Yeah,
because like it's one thing to give Furniture Row a team, right? Go out to Colorado and build a race car team while everyone's out in Charlotte. So. But yeah, the Toyotas were unbelievable in that race. They were so good. I mean, you know, Christopher Bell started.
Well, I mean,
13th.
Here you go. The Joe Gibbs drivers. Denny led 68 laps. Ty Gibbs led 57 laps. MTJ led 55, and Christopher Bell, who won the race, led 50 laps.
Correct.
So not so bad. I mean, it's crazy.
And they won both stages.
Yeah. Yeah. And Tyler Reddick. There you go. Tyler Reddick, 2311 driver, 68 laps led. Yeah. So
it's just domination. But now it's okay. Can you carry that moving forward to Bristol, or are they just focused on Phoenix and Martinsville and places like Loudon and those type of tracks? Is that what they shifted their focus on, saying, hey, we know we're good at the 1.5 miles, right? We've always been good as long as we got, you know, a track where Tyler Reddick can literally race up against the wall where there's a piece of paper in between the wall and the car. We're good there. And then Denny's good. Martin Truex. I mean, there were times Martin Truex Jr. we were like, yeah, this guy's going to run away. But obviously pit strategy played a huge part in this race with all the tire, you know, the use of the tires and all that. I mean, and to be honest with you, Denny Hamlin didn't spin himself out. Or he didn't do it on purpose, but he lost full control of his car. Like, Denny Hamlin probably wins that race.
All right. So now, here's the thing. At Phoenix, you've got the new Toyota body style, but you also have the new downforce package, the new package that they did just for this track. And then what other tracks are running this package?
All of them except for Dover and... Oh my God. Is it Dover and I think Bristol? I actually think this weekend they're not going to be racing it. Hold on, let me go
Right.
back to the notes from last week real quick.
So
New downforce package, blah blah blah. Where is it?
actually, let me see. I got
No, I got it right here. Dover and Bristol will not be using this package. Yep. There it is.
Okay.
So we will not
Okay.
be seeing it. So
But-
it's not back. So this is going to be the old, the short track package from last year in this race, which a lot of the drivers didn't like. No, their cars got really tight. They really couldn't pass. And to be honest with you, someone who was leading the charge all weekend long was Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott's like, yeah, I haven't noticed anything. Like he said that multiple times. And I don't know if that's a Chase Elliott thing or if that's a Hendrick Motorsports thing, because there wasn't one Hendrick Motorsports car in the top 10. The highest finishing Hendrick car was 14th, and that was Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
Like, that's not good at all. Like, that's unacceptable. I mean, there wasn't even the only Chevy that was in the top 10 was Ross Chastain.
Yeah.
But, when you think about Atlanta and Daytona and Las Vegas, you talk about the Chevys. Like, hey, Ford, you qualified well. Congrats. No one cares. And Chevy. So So just wild. But I think one of the crazier things is like the last two races, Tyler Reddick has gone from 26th to 5th in points in two races. I mean, that's just obviously early season stuff, but like, it's still pretty crazy to be like, yeah, I'm going to jump 21 spots up the standings. Like that's insane to think about.
it's
like props to you. Actually, it's funny. Noah Gragson, who we were just talking about, is currently in 26th. And that'd literally be like Noah Gragson going from 26th and then actually taking Tyler Reddick's spot at 5th. But the thing is like, it's kind of possible, right? Like if Alex Bowman wins both stages at Bristol and then let's say comes in second, but Kyle Larson comes in like, let's say 38th, Kyle Larson will be behind Alex Bowman. Like that's the fun part about like the early season standings. But from our standpoint, we got 4 winners.
Yeah.
5 winners. Wait, is this the 4th race? Suarez, Byron, Larson. Yeah, so this is the 4th race. So yeah,
it happens quick. Now, I lost my thought. I forgot what the heck I was going to say. But did anyone? So I was just looking up actually to see if anyone using any weird gloves or anything this week.
Yeah.
Any good penalties, or do we have anything?
No, I mean, going through all the stuff, there really wasn't anything that stood out. It was just really some people liked the package, and other people were just like, "Wait, there's a new package."
Yeah,
like they couldn't even notice it. And then as far as TV ratings, because we talked about that last week, how the ratings have been going up, which is great for NASCAR. Adam Stern on X or Twitter at @A_S12 tweeted out, Fox TV got 4.028 million viewers for Sunday's NASCAR race up at Phoenix, which is up 19%, which is how much my Celtics tickets went up this year, from 3.3 million last year. So they own 700,000 viewers more.
Wow.
Like that's every single week. It's been double digits in percentage points. So that's great for them, because watching the F1 race over the weekend.
Yeah.
What's the point of watching that?
Right.
Like whether you like Max Verstappen or not, what is the point?
Yeah.
Like it's not fun.
The racing product is not as exciting as their, TV show.
Yeah, like as dominating as Lewis Hamilton was for, basically like Jimmy Johnson, at least other people won races.
Yeah.
And challenged him. Not a lot, just a little bit, like the 50 Cent song. But like no one is anywhere close to Max Verstappen. You have to wait like 10 seconds for another car to go by. if you're in the stands. It's like, there goes Max. Oh, here
But
comes
hey,
another car. Like, it's insane.
all right, but we've got 4 races in and 4 winners. So the Timmy G chaos theory is well in effect. How many races do you think it's going to take till we get a 2-time winner for the season?
I hope it happens on like the 23rd race of the regular season. I hope we have 23 different winners. No, I mean, that's actually like a really good question. Like when you think about it, like, hold on, let me pull up the schedule here. I'm just basically
because now we're going short track. So I mean, a whole different kind. I got some stuff on.
All right, so the
a big
NASCAR
thing that
schedule
could happen this weekend
and then
at Bristol too. So
let's compare it to last season. When was the first time you think we got a double winner last season?
8 races in.
The fourth one. William Byron won back-to-back races
Like I
at
said,
Las
the
Vegas
fourth.
and Phoenix. But
He
then
he started crazy hot. Remember that?
and then Logano, Reddick, Larson, Bell. Okay, so then we went 4 races with a new winner. So all right. So Logano won in Atlanta, Reddick won in Austin, Kyle Larson won in Richmond, Christopher Bell won the dirt race, and then Kyle Larson won again at Martinsville. Interesting. Okay. And then Kyle Busch won at Talladega. So
Well, do you know what the
if someone like Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott, any of the good road course guys do not win this weekend, we got a shot until probably Martinsville.
I got a stat for you. The modern era record of different winners to start a NASCAR Cup Series
is 8.
72-24.
I don't know. It's just a guess.
10.
Okay, so that would get us.
And that was in 2000.
Okay, so 1, 2.
And you know who snapped that
7.
streak of?
Wait, you said there's 10 different winners. That's the record
To start a season.
Okay, so
10.
the 10th race of the season would be at Talladega.
So
there's a legitimate shot at this.
In 2000, the streak of 10 different winners was snapped by NASCAR Hall of Famer Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Oh, interesting.
Winning his second race of the 2000 season at Richmond, which was the 11th race of the season.
All right, so let's say Chris Buescher, who I'm telling you right now is going to be my pick for the Food City 500 this weekend, because RFK
pick.
Yeah, RFK looked very good. They had 2 cars finish in the top 5. It was basically Toyota and RFK. That's like the storylines. So I'm going to pick Chris Buescher, who actually won there in what, 2022?
All right.
23?
Fine. I'm going to pick Kyle Busch, and I'll tell you why later.
Okay. And then next race is Circuit of the Americas. Let's just say
Coda.
Shane Van
Giesenberger.
Let's say he wins that. Then we go to Richmond. And let's say Martin Truex Jr. or Denny Hamlin wins that one. Then we go to Martinsville.
Yeah.
And let's say MTJ wins in Richmond. Denny Hamlin will probably win in Martinsville because he's very, very, very good there. And then you go to Texas. And that's where maybe someone like Kyle Larson or William Byron can win. And then you have Talladega, and then they go to Dover. So Kyle Larson or William Byron.
Oh.
So there's a really good possibility of this. You say it's 10 to start a season.
10 is the record in the modern era.
As long as a Toyota doesn't win at Bristol, there's a shot at this. But if Denny Hamlin or Martin Truex Jr. win at Bristol, one of them are going to win at Martinsville or Richmond. It's almost like a guarantee. Everything okay?
Yeah, no, I'm just looking. We get some likes and some comments on the Facebook stream.
No, hello. How are you?
So that's nice. We got Dan Reed, Joe Mazzy, clicked the like.
Oh,
POB said, click the like button. Do you know Dan? Dan Reed.
I do. Yeah.
He wants
one of my college friends' younger brother. Great kid.
Let's see. What does it say?
He also works for a modified car. one of the
Well,
modified cars that race.
This is why his question is so technical then. He says, what do you think about Kyle Larson saying they can turn up the engines to 1,000 horsepower next week with no reliability issues or added cost? Also, talk to Noah in Florida before the 500. New perspective all business. So that's cool. All right.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, Kyle Larson
Crank it
is
up.
arguably the most talented driver that we have.
Yeah.
If not I think it's between him and Kyle Busch. And if Kyle Larson thinks that they can go up to 1,000, or Kyle Larson thinks they can go up to 1,000 RPM and just let it loose, then good luck.
Good luck to you, sir.
Good luck to you, sir. So yeah,
all right.
that was fun.
Should we hit the fantasy and then we'll get into Bristol?
I mean, not really.
I don't really want to talk about it either.
No, I don't want to talk about it either. But it's for the we're here for the people.
We are here for the people. So let's hit fantasy real quick, and then we will. All right. So here we go. Left turns for days with the win. Congratulations, Jackson. He's from that.
Whatever.
He's from that cheap house down the street.
The cheat house.
They live right down the street from me. Very nice people, except for John. And
John sucks.
Then Main Man 29 right there. Good finishes here, people. Double chump. There he is. Third.
Yeah.
NASCAR guy Nate. Fan number 1. There's Matt. In 5th. Dewey Riders. I haven't seen us yet.
No,
Dewey Riders Driving
that's
School
bad.
6th. Jen Ladies Night Race 7th. Bubba Boucher. Kenny.
I think I came in last.
There's me.
Yep.
I came in 10th. There you go. You're a few points behind me. There are a couple. Look, like you were not.
Okay, now I feel
last.
better. I mean, John Voigt's
Oh.
LeBaron, he has
Fallen off.
He dominated, and then these next gen cars came around, and
He's fallen off a little bit.
hopefully he catches on. He's a nice guy.
So the overall standings right now, Double Chump is in the lead by 2 points over Ladies Night Race. And Nate, the NASCAR guy, and then Jackson, Left Turns for Days. In 4th, fan number 1, Matt. 5th, tied with Kenny K. So yeah, you and I are right down the bottom.
That's fine. Plenty of season left.
It's a long season.
I think I'm gonna go heavy this week, though. I've played conservative so far. I think I'm gonna go heavy this upcoming weekend.
It's yeah. I mean, a short track. I think you can kind of go with some. There's going to be some banging in cars that won't just get knocked out of the race for the most part.
Well, that's the thing. Like with these cars at Bristol and stuff, or these next gen cars, they're so easy to break.
I think they can bang on them pretty good.
No, they can, but it's just like one tap of the wall. It's like, oh, there goes the toe link. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're going to Bristol. When you want to talk about Bristol, or we got anything else from Phoenix? Because remember, I think one of the very important things, when you think about Phoenix and see Toyota dominating, and you see that Toyota really hasn't won a championship since they've gone to Phoenix. If there is one Toyota or two, or hell 3 in the Final Four, Joe Gibbs, Michael Jordan, Denny Hamlin, Jimmy Johnson, Richard Petty with the legendary Motor Club.
Yeah.
Everyone. I put Eric Jones in my lineup. Here's a perfect example. Eric Jones at one point before he got caught up in some stuff was a top 10 car.
Yeah.
Eric Jones and Legacy Motor Club. That's not a shot at Eric Jones. You just don't hear that a lot at a track like that, right? So even if he's up front and there's a Chevy up there and he can maybe slow down the Chevy so, Christopher Bell can catch up and pass him and win the title, that's exactly probably what you want.
Yeah.
So Toyota has to be over the moon or over the cactus or whatever the hell you want to say about how they performed in Phoenix.
Yeah. Well, for Bristol, you ready to get to Bristol?
Yeah. And I also love the fact, let's see here.
Food City 500, Bristol Motor Speedway, St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, top of the morning to you. What are you doing for St. Patrick's Day? Are you getting some corned beef and cabbage? Are you?
I might go out and find me some corned beef and cabbage and a fine Magner cider.
Oh, I love that. Imagine if we did this whole podcast like that.
The 2 people that are watching would probably go away.
Nope.
And now your Irish NASCAR podcast. Anyway,
The Wicked Fat podcast. But yeah, practice and qualifying will be on Saturday on FS1 at 5 p.m. They're doing everything at once. So loads of fun.
All right.
Loads of fun. And then
Oh yeah, should we hit the standings by the way before we get into?
no,
this?
we kind of talked about the standings.
We talked about it.
It's so
Blaney's
so
on
early.
top. My boy
It's so
Blaney.
early into the season. Who cares?
My boy Blaney's on top. Starting from the pole is pretty good at Bristol. 27 wins have come from the pole at Bristol.
Really?
Guess you know who won the pole last year?
I'm gonna guess Denny Hamlin.
Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell. Here are the active pole
Well, I mean,
winners
what pole
for-
didn't Christopher Bell win? I mean,
Right?
let's talk about that real quick.
Well, I mean, it's pretty good though.
Sure.
He runs well here, so he's hot off a nice win, running fast. So we'll see.
Mhm.
Active pole winners: Denny with 4, Kyle Busch with 2, and then everybody else has 1. Christopher.
That is one
Bell,
thing I wish we
Chase
could-
Elliott, Kyle Larson, Eric Jones, Joey Logano, all have a pole.
I do wish that's one thing that the NASCAR fantasy app would do. Pick the
Wait,
pole.
give you
get
some
it
points
right?
for the pole?
You get it right, 5 points.
Yeah,
Jinx.
easy.
Call us,
Easy.
NASCAR. I mean, someone's got to be listening, right? Probably not,
Come on.
but someone's got to be
No.
listening from NASCAR.
You would think.
We're trendsetters. You know how many podcasts there are NASCAR wise because of us now? Been doing this for years.
I mean, if you think we don't have an impact on NASCAR, just look at the marketing at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Yeah, they're like, these guys are brilliant, but we're more powerful, so we'll rip them off.
We appreciate the giant check that they cut for us to use the Wicked Fast.
How do you think we get these
marketing.
nice microphones? I mean, come on.
That's right. That's right. So we appreciate that.
But one thing that I did find very interesting about, going through some of the stats and stuff.
Yeah.
So the last 4 winners, Hamlin, Chris Buescher, Kyle Larson, and Kevin Harvick, who again is so mother effing good in the booth.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot say that enough. He's so good. But the last 3, it's like manufacturer diversity at its finest. It was Chevy, then Toyota, and it was Chevy, then Ford, and then the last team to win is Toyota. So which team's going to break through now? It seems very even in that aspect. So that
You like to see that?
fun. Yeah.
Well, here's my Kyle Busch fun fact for the weekend.
Okay.
So this weekend, Kyle Busch has the opportunity to join an elite list, the 9 Wins Club. He have to win at least 9 or more races at a single track. And since 1949, only 9 drivers have been able to do this. At Bristol, Kyle leads all active drivers with 8 wins. Last time was spring 2019. And he can become the only active driver to do this weekend.
Hold on.
And
No. Don't tell me. I have to say this properly because
okay.
I'm not the brightest bulb in the Christmas tree. I think we all know that. He will be the first driver to win at a track in 3 different decades.
Ooh.
Is that the stat?
No, I mean, this is the 9 win.
Did I just create my own incredible stat about Kyle Busch?
But let's see. It would be 3, but that might have been. That's a good one. We'll have to look that up. But
you talk, I'll listen.
Well, here's the thing. They did not count the Bristol dirt track as a Bristol win because, the dirt tracks was a different race, different track statistically, but he did win there in 2022. So of course, the people who lead this list, Richard Petty, he's done it at 5 tracks.
Okay.
North Wilkesboro being on the list. Dale Earnhardt won at 4 different tracks 9 times. Darrell Waltrip, 3 tracks 9 times. Jimmy Johnson, 2 tracks, Dover and Martinsville. David Pearson, Cale Yarborough, Rusty Wallace, Kevin Harvick. Oh, and Jeff Gordon. Martinsville.
I was gonna say, where is the Jeff Gordon
9
Martinsville line?
There it is.
All right.
But Kevin Harvick in Phoenix 9 times.
To be honest with you, I thought it was 99.
I know, right?
But so Kyle Busch, won in 2007 and obviously 2010, 2019. So he would actually be, I'm sure it's been done before. Like Jeff Gordon won at probably Martinsville in the 90s, early 2000s, and then obviously the year that he retired to get into the Final Four for the championship. So it's been done, but maybe it's never been done at Bristol.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, this would if Kyle Busch wins, he will win in 3 different decades at Bristol, which is pretty impressive.
That'd be pretty good. So there you go.
Yeah, and then like fantasy point wise, it's very interesting. So Chase Elliott has the most fantasy points in the last 4 starts here, 147, 3 top 10 finishes, 1 top 5. Kyle Larson has only raced here 3 times, and he's second in points. He has 3 top 5 finishes.
Can't argue with that.
Including a win. And then Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, and Chris Buescher. Those are your top 5 in fantasy points. There are a lot. There's 5 drivers who have the top 10 finish: Chase Elliott, William Byron, Chris Buescher, Denny Hamlin, and Kyle Larson. There's only three drivers who have finished in the top 10. I'm sorry, 4. No, Kevin Harvick doesn't count. I don't know why Kevin Harvick is under active drivers on the Racing Reference website.
They got to update that.
But yeah, Chris Buescher, William Byron, and Christopher Bell each have 2 top 5 finishes over the last 4 races. Then average finish, like if you just want to, Martin Truex Jr. average finish 21.5 here. Daniel Suarez 22. Kyle Busch in the last 4, even though he's led 159 laps, which is 5th most. 19.3 is his average finish, and he has only finished on the lead lap 1 time in the last 4 races.
All right,
that is crazy.
Here's some rookie stats for you too, because this is actually Josh Berry's home track. He's the only active driver from Tennessee. Kaz, Zane Smith, Josh Berry will all be making their series track debut. But Carson Hocevar actually did start a race there last season. So he's been on the track. He started 16th, finished 11th. Not too shabby.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got some, and he's leading the Rookie of the Year standings by 22 points right now. Carson Hocevar. So there you go. Some rookies to look for.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what else you got? You got anything else? I'm just looking. I'm just scrolling to see if anything else pops out on the fine stats that NASCAR sends around.
No, I mean nothing really. It's Bristol. It's the short track version of Talladega or Daytona. You really don't know what's going to happen. There's probably going to be a dominating car that could be up front all day, but one cut tire, and that really changes everything. But as far as fantasy picks, or the matchups, I should say. So a couple interesting ones, right? Chris Buescher versus Chase Elliott, 2 guys that have been very, very good here lately.
Yeah.
Michael McDowell and Ryan Preece. Michael McDowell, a strong finish at Phoenix, has shown that he's just not a super speedway guy. He's pretty versatile. Ryan Preece, like, come on, he probably wishes he was only in the Cup Series for Bristol. Brad Kay versus Christopher Bell, great matchup there as well. And then a very interesting one, but I feel like they have to do this because probably they have an agreement with all the drivers that we promise you'll be in one.
Yeah.
Josh Berry versus Carson Hocevar.
Well, there you go. See?
So
there you go. See? Those rookies.
Yep.
Home track, and then a guy who's raced here once before. So interesting.
Not too bad.
All right. I dig it. All right. And you're taking?
I'm taking Chris Buescher.
Going with Chris Buescher.
Top 5 in fantasy points. He won here 2 years ago. RFK showed some really good speed and really good pace at Phoenix. And I know it's not the same thing. I know it's not the same package, but you just don't think RFK is a short track type of place, or a short track type of team. But they could be now.
Yeah.
Maybe, they're like, hey, we'll whatever with the road courses. But if we know that we have strong cars at super speedways and short tracks, we can go pretty deep in the playoffs. So.
All right. I'm going to stick with Kyle Busch. Why not? I'm not going to put him on my fantasy team, though, because he always screws me on fantasy. But if I don't put him on my fantasy team, maybe he'll win.
There you go.
right? I mean, I think that's solid logic.
I've heard dumber. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, from me.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Is that enough?
Yeah, great episode. I think we crushed it.
I think, it's not so bad. Not so bad. And of course, you can find us on all the socials at Wicked Fast Podcast on our YouTube channel. Subscribe. You'll get the little ding whenever we go live because, you never know when it's going to come. And then at Wicked Fast PDCST on Twitter, but at Wicked Fast Podcast everywhere else, Facebook, Instagram, all that fun stuff. All right. Thanks to the crew over at Big Night Entertainment, Big Night Live, and their nice studio. Maybe we'll get in there one of these days. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll talk off
Nice.
air about
Nice.
something that
Nice thing.
may pop up that will interest you immensely.
I'm listening. All right. Is that all we got?
We do.
All right. Okay, bye.